We're all about the Archers. I'm Philippa.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're here to talk to you all about what's happened so far this week. We'll be focusing particularly on the episodes of Sunday the 20th, Monday the 21st, and tonight, Tuesday the 22nd of July. Lauren, what did you think? What did you think of the week so far? And what did you think about tonight?
Oh, you really posed that to me in a dramatic way.
Because I was actually just checking my microphone settings because I'm in a very loud house tonight.
She's
Apologies.
a multitasker.
She's
Guys.
not.
Well, I mean, lots going on this week, I guess, and sort of tonight was a continuation of that in terms of like wrapping up a few more bits. I really thought Dane was sort of a match for Lynda, and I think they're both realising that maybe they've met each other's matches. Disappointed but not surprised to hear that Chelsea was a bully at school. But I do consider her a changed woman. What do you think? Do you think...
Yes, first of all, I thought, oh, yes, I can see that, I can imagine that she was a bit of a bully. But then when Mia said, oh, you weren't nice to me, and Chelsea said, well, you were really, I can't remember.
Superior.
Yes.
But Mia said, oh, good point.
Yeah, so was Chelsea a bully, or was she just... very concerned about what other people thought about her and therefore was distant with people. So I don't know. Amber, initially I was like, yeah, Amber, I'm so sorry. But I was like, well, hang on, Amber. You think George is sensible and caring.
I know. And then I was thinking about sort of Chelsea, like, do not get me wrong, like Chelsea and Brad and Tracy and Jazzle are like, they're up there with my fave characters. But I think Tracy could potentially be taken out of context, might feel a bit brash as well, mightn't it? So like the way, I think maybe just the way in which Chelsea speaks as well could just be taken. But then I wouldn't be surprised if she had been, if she was in with the popular crowd and all of that when she was younger. And you're right, maybe deflecting stuff to be.
Yes, I mean, Amber did not want to go in and see her, so...
There's still so much stuff about how different Amber looked when she was at school. You look so much different. And I'm like, all right. Are you going to go into more of the detail about how different she looked, or are we just going to like accept it? Because you keep going on about it.
I just get the feeling she's got contacts rather than glasses. She's not got a brace on anymore, and her eyelashes are, 3 foot. They have to open a door an hour before she walks through for her eyelashes.
I loved Mia and Brad, just so diplomatic with Chelsea as well. Like, they're just so sensible and just saying, oh, well, she said to both of us that you bullied her at school, and then she said, oh, who does she think she is anyway, with full face of makeup at 10 o'clock in the morning? And Mia or Brad was like, well, I think that's the sort of thing she was talking about when you said that. So they're just so sensible and so wonderful.
What do you think's going to happen when Chelsea just appears on Friday with Amber?
I think Amber will have a complete freak out. I really wanted to give Amber a chance. And there was a moment, because David and I had a big listen of like a lot of stuff that had been going on. We hadn't been keeping up to date. And the bits where she's out doing the hay baling, I was like, go on, girl, having a great time. And then she'll go, hi! And I'm like, ugh. And she just sort of reminds me of a Lily, and all the things I don't like about Lily, but sort of amped up a little bit more. So yeah, I'm really struggling to like her. Do you like her?
Last week, I liked her, but I'm changing more than a traffic light. I don't like her this week because she wasn't giving me anything to like. I'm sorry if she feels like she was bullied by Chelsea. I hope that wasn't really the case. But yeah, it's everything I was hearing about how she's reacted with Neil and Susan and what she thinks about George. Do you think that Mia and Amber could be friends because they're going on a walk together? They're now in each other's contacts.
I think Mia's just a lovely angel, so yeah, I think she could be friends with anybody, and she's willing to give everybody a try. And they've been very open. If I when I was how old is George? 20?
Yes. Now I should. He's young, but he should have gone to the young offenders.
So maybe he's 19.
So I think it's I won't say. I did know, and I don't today.
But if I was that age and in prison, and I said to my mum, I've got a partner, they're coming to live with you. Actually, they're going to live with Nan and Grandad. Everyone would just be like, no, that's just not going to happen under any circumstances, rather than just entertaining all this daftness. But yeah, I haven't been enjoying the way she's been talking and all that business last week. Not to dwell on last week, we're here to talk about the week so far. With the ring and Susan giving it to her, and you could just tell she didn't want to give it to her. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see where all that's going. But that was last week.
It was a bit too much Lord of the Rings for me. That's
Can I move on to something that's been an absolute fave of mine, which you might be able to predict? So I've been really thrilled to hear Stella's reaction to being asked to be called, if she can be called mum. First of all, I mean, I find Pip sort of unbearable anyway. And to sort of like drop that bombshell just in, Rosie's got a question for you. She wonders if she can start calling you mum. It's quite cool to have two mums now. And I really loved Stella's sort of blind panic, but really trying to keep it like under wraps. And then her conversation she had with Lynda, and any sort of representation which is of a woman who doesn't want to be a mother, I'm there for, because it's so rare, but it's becoming less rare. But like, yeah, maybe it's not Stella's dream to be called mum. She doesn't want that, and that's fine.
Yes, and Pip had no idea. There was no empathy of,
no.
Oh, am I? I think we could all hear it in Stella's voice. But Pip just couldn't at all. It's extraordinary. Yeah. I like the fact, I didn't understand why Stella was in the car with Lynda. I thought, what is going on? This is the most contrived thing I've ever heard. Yeah. But for them to be able to have that conversation together, I thought, oh, fair enough. I'll allow it. Liz John has written this week. I'll allow it, Liz.
Well done, Liz. Well done. Great rep. Yeah. But on the flip side of my fave hearing that Stella doesn't want to be called mum by Rosie, anything to do with Rosie's birthday or how precocious and awful she is, I'm just not interested in. Saying that, and there was a few things that Stella said where I was like, you're right on it, Stella. Maybe should she be dictating whether or not her dad has a chat? Yeah. Or I just thought, why everyone just lets Rosie run rings round them?
Yeah, and so Rosie and Tracy share a birthday.
Yes, birthday twins.
There we go. Yes.
Birthday twins.
Rosie will be 7 and Tracy will be, as we know, 50. I'd quite like to listen to Rosie's birthday, because I hope there's going to be all sorts going wrong in it. And it does seem like Martha seems precocious, Rosie's precocious. It's all interesting with the youngsters.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so what do you think might happen at Rosie's birthday?
Well, I think like Pip will just have some sort of wild ideas and then not follow any of them through, and then everyone else will just have to pick up the pieces. She's just sort of whimsical, really, isn't she? And sort of just wafts in and says things. And then part of me was thinking, like, does Rosie want to call you mum, or are you pushing for this? Like, I really don't know what Rosie or Pip's agendas are.
Yeah, but we're here for it. I'll listen to it, but I'm totally
entertained by it.
Team Stella. I would like to hear a meeting between Annabelle and Stella. I think that'd be two fairly cool women.
When she mentioned that Annabelle was calling her, I thought Philippa would love to hear that.
I would. That's two of my faves. So yes. What's your view on Dane then and his negotiation?
I quite like Dane.
His
voice really reminds me of Richie Anderson from Radio 2. And I don't know if it's just because it's a Birmingham thing, but like every time I'm like, I know that person, and then I'm like, no, it's not. You heard him on the radio. I quite like Dane. I like that he's a match for Lynda. He's a bit. The old email's a bit cheeky, wasn't it? Sort of being very selective with the truth, and you've got to wake up pretty early to catch Lynda out on that sort of thing. But I do like him. Obviously, like he's gone down a few points because he's going out of Helen, so he can't be all there.
Surely he's not still going out with her. Yes, I love the fact that when he said, can I call you Lynda? And there was an intake of breath before she decided, but she was shocked by that email, and it was great to hear her running around to talk about it. The only thing I didn't like in Dane's whole plan was donkey rides. I fear for Donkey's health now.
I've seen too many sad donkey adverts to get fully behind that.
Yeah, but apart from that, yes, and I don't see the problem in having it at Grey Gables. If they're going to put all this money in, it's going to cost an absolute fortune.
I thought, like, would she not think she's sorted something out really good here? Like, wouldn't she think she's, like, pulled something off great? But she's not. And I thought, at one point, I was thinking, what do you want then, Lynda? If you don't want them to pay for the whole thing, and at this point, they hadn't even said that it was going to be at Grey Gables, I was thinking, what more could you want? Like, you don't want to do it. You want all these people running around after you, but...
No, she wants it on the village green,
Yeah.
wading through bird poo. People will be swimming through the bird poo,
Beautiful.
trying to... Yeah,
Beautiful.
That's going to be nice. Any flops?
Yeah, I mean, we've gone big with the... So already, anything to do with Rosie and her birthday, no thank you. Chelsea being a bully, flop. Amber's... That's a flop. Well, I've got something that's a flop that also slightly leads into food as well. So the thought of a hot tub party with Martin Gibson is the biggest flop of my life. But I've got a question for you. Would you rather go to Jimmy's Thai garden with Brad and Chelsea, or would you go to a hot tub party with Martin Gibson?
I would rather go to Jimmy's Thai garden. I'm not going... I first thought it was going to be a sauna, wasn't it? But I'm not going anywhere where I have to get in swimming costume with my neighbours.
Maybe was it a sauna? And I've said...
I was driving through terrible rain when I heard that bit, but it was... Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not sitting in a swimming costume with neighbours. No. What? But tell me about your food.
Well, how do you feel about Thai food? Would you be excited about that?
Yeah, I'd love that.
I quite like the old summer rolls and sort of Thai green curry type things. Yeah, I'll be up for that.
Yes, definitely.
In terms of food for me this week, there wasn't all that much for me to get excited about, i.e. blancmange.
Can you imagine?
I'm not up for blancmange. And there was also an early mention of roast beef, which I don't eat because I don't eat meat, and horseradish, which is... I eat almost everything, apart from meat, obviously, but horseradish is just one of my no-nos. So I've gone for the Jimmy's Thai garden food, but also maybe I would eat the carrot and mushroom rosties that...
Yeah, that was on my list.
What about you?
Yeah, carrot and mushroom rosti, I was totally there for that. I was there for a roast beef. I'm not a huge meat eater, but I love a roast in a pub, nice ambience. I mean, we need to talk about the pub and the ambience on that day, but anyway. But yeah, roast beef. And the third one, biscuits.
I know,
Liz John, biscuits. Thumbs up from me. Thank you for including them. So, yeah. Absolute stuff. Blancmange too much like school dinners for me.
Yeah, it is. Just the colour of it and the texture. Looks like it could get up, don't it?
But let's talk about the ball, because the problems have not gone away, they've got worse.
The ambience is not there.
The ambience is not there.
We should have Katie, or Katie's the expert on ambience in pubs, or just pubs in general. I haven't been in a pub for ages, but I'll tell you what, I don't feel like I'd love it if there was motorbikes revving and scratching up all the cars and trying to slash the tyres. Also, that must have been working pretty fast, mustn't they?
But also, how do they know that Kenton has ID'd him in a parade? How would they... Is there a police informant?
Corruption?
Because this has all happened since he went in and did that. So
I just wonder what this is leading to. Like, is this leading to something horrible? Like, are we gonna lose someone because of this? Because otherwise, where's it going to?
Yeah.
It's not just going to be a little bit of annoyance, is it? Which it is at the moment, like all of these things that are happening. I mean, obviously it's awful that their cat was poisoned and things like that, but these are all just like minor things. I mean, if someone poisoned my cat, I would not consider it a minor thing. But yeah, it's got to be going somewhere, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. And he's already ID'd them. So are they trying to threaten him so he doesn't go into court? But there's already the record. I don't know. But I'm very concerned about the future of the bull and what's going to happen.
And do you know what I'm concerned about? Mick. Just being there and him doing it for free so they can't even get rid of him. And wanting to wear some sort of special uniform. Oh, he's just such an ick, isn't it? Mick the ick. I just find him so... Didn't they say as well... don't wear your braid. So are we led to believe that Mick has long hair?
Oh no, I thought it was the braids he wanted to sew on his coat to make it look like he was sort of official, like a hotel.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought he'd had some lovely mermaid tail ponytail.
Oh no. Who knows? Star of the week then. Who is your star of the week?
Stella.
Mine's Dane, because he was so enthusiastic and so efficient with all his note-taking and emails.
Yeah.
Except he didn't mention the location, but I understand why. He was a bit scared.
He'd done background stuff. He was like, do you want to have a look at what I've looked up? And I've secured that already. And I was very impressed.
Twit.
Oh, it's Amber.
Yes. Mine was Pip. But
I would have taken Pip as well. I think we've got a lovely group there. You and I. I'm in full agreement with both of yours. So yeah.
Predictions.
Well, I'm wondering. Okay, this is a prediction on Stella, and I know maybe this conversation was led to then talk about children, but I'm wondering if Stella does want to get a dog and then is unable to get a dog for something to do with Rosie.
Mm-hmm. Or get the dog and Rosie leave. Yes, it could be anything.
Or there's something going on there. I felt like maybe that was a little lead up. So I've got that one. I'll take that. Thank you. What about you?
Well, the first one was that the Hollerton Silver Band don't exist anymore, but I've been proved wrong, so that's not one.
They've been secured and the deposit's been paid.
Yeah, all done, so that's no good. My other one is that the Bull will not do the beer tent at the Fete. Too traumatised to do that this time.
Or is that where it's all going to kick off?
But talking of traumatised, some people who listen to the Archers abroad are traumatised because you can no longer listen on BBC Sounds. Oh. Can I just confirm, I've heard from the BBC, and if you're abroad, you can listen via bbc.com, the website, or the BBC app. There is a BBC app instead of BBC Sounds. Download it there. And if you're going abroad on holiday from the UK, I believe you can still listen on Sounds for 1 month. But there we go.
She's so good, isn't she? She's like a public service.
And my other public service is Saturday. There is an interview with the wonderful Buffy who plays Jolene. It'll be there for you to listen and to watch. Really excited about that. On Tuesday, it won't be Quentin because it's his birthday. It'll be all 3 girls. Really looking forward to talking about what's happened. Girl power indeed. So we'll be back for more of our madness. Until then, it's a goodbye from me.
A goodbye from me. I didn't even finish my tea. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.